Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm going to pour this mould. It's of two hedgehogs, absolutely gorgeous. And I just thought, oh, we have to do it. We have to do it. Now I've made up a lot of resin because I don't know how much it's going to take. I should have really done the water trick, but I didn't. So hopefully I've got enough. I've made up 16 ounces, which is about 400 mils. I've just used one full one. Now I'm going to go in with this copper, so I'm going to just do the copper, and that's a mica, so it's a metallic pigment copper that I got from Craftbox, and I'm also going to go in with this yellow ochre. Okay, I'm putting quite a bit in that, and then we're also going to go with clear as well, to see if we can get some sort of reaction. I don't know whether or not to add like a brown mica. Do you know what? I might. So we've got a copper, and I might do a brown as well. So I've got a nice brown mica here. We need another lollipop stick, another couple. Okay, so just put some of that in. I'm thinking I might need to lighten that up a little bit. Let's mix this up. Yeah, I just thought I'll do different shades of browns. I'll add in the yellow ochre because I love that colour, and I thought that would be a really nice colour. Oh, it's nice and dark, so yeah, I really like that. But it's a mummy hedgehog with a baby hedgehog. I just thought I need to do it. We are, you know, hedgehogs are going to end up becoming extinct. There's not that many now, and they are such lovely, lovely creatures. I know we used to have two in our garden, and we haven't seen them for the last 5-6 years. So, oh, that looks lovely. Right, I'm going to pop just a little bit of white actually in here. Okay, now I think this is a matte mold, so we'll see how it comes out. But I just want to, right, okay, now I need to hurry up and pour these because, yeah, I've been waiting for my computer, so, and it looks as though everything is nicely mixed up. These are warming up nicely as well, so I'm going to start off with the copper and just pour that in, and then the ochre, so pop that in, and then the brown. I'm just layering it up, and then I'm going to put some clear in. Okay, and then the copper. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, so it is going to be quite interesting. Yellow ochre. Okay, that one's just about gone. And then the brown. Okay, so I did make just enough. Okay. And then copper again. I do have some more. Okay, I have some more just up here, up at the top, but I don't think we're going to need them, so we'll do something else with them. Right, now what I want to do is scrape these out and get all of that resin. Yeah, I don't know what sort of effect's going to happen, or, you know, what we're going to do with this. I mean, I am thinking that I haven't squeezed it, so I'm just going to sort of tap it. Hopefully there's no air bubbles, and I didn't think of that. I think I'm just more concerned in getting the resin in. Okay. So just like that. Get all of that out. Every little bit helps. Okay, so go. And just a little bit left at the bottom. There we are. Now I've got some pendant moulds out which I thought we could use. And then I'm just going to pour this in. Yeah, we've got just enough, guys. How amazing is that? Now, again, really scrape this because, yeah, we can definitely get a lot more out. And resin isn't cheap, so it's nice to be able to use every little bit of it. Okay, and then I'm just going to come in with the last of this clear, and this should fill it up actually. There we go. And it is slightly domed, so I don't put any more in that at all. So we're going to leave that. Now I've got these moulds, and do you know what? I've got this little bear mould as well, so I think we should do that because I have still got quite a bit of resin. And the other thing that I have, let me just move these out of the way. I do have a pendant mould as well, which I had that in. So let me just clean my desk and get those drips off. Okay, just like that. Oh, try not to drop that. Right, okay, so I'm going to use these. So let's have a look. What colours should we do? Well, I tell you what we do have. We have this beautiful blue. So it's a sky blue mica. That is stunning. So I think we should definitely use that. And I'm going to use that in this one. There we go. Let's see how this colours. And we'll do a little blue bear. And then what's left we'll pour into the pendants. I've got a feeling I'm going to have so much more left. I tell you what I do have. I have a ring mould, but do you know what? I think I'm going to do some more of these. But what I'll do with the bookmarks, I'm going to do a separate video on finishing them, because otherwise this video is going to end up super long. Look at the effect on that. That looks amazing. So, okay, I'm just going to grab my rubbing alcohol and just spray it in that. Spray it on my moulds actually. I'm just going to pour a bit in. Now this doesn't hold that much at all. I am making a mess. Okay. So fill that up. Okay. Oh, maybe a little bit too much in that. And then I think I'm going to have a circle one. And there is some clear in that, so I'm just going to sort of mix that around. I've got a little bit left, so let's do yeah, what if, actually we might be able to do a couple of these, and I think blue is probably the perfect colour, so let's do a couple. And then I've also got a little turtle mould, which I think, by the looks of it, I'm definitely going to have enough to do. I've made up way too much resin, so it just means lots of fun. Right, okay, do you know what? I've got a little bit of blue left, so I'm going to just pop it into this mould here. And then I'm thinking of putting just a little bit of clear in with it. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm just going to fill it with clear. And let's see what happens to that, because I think that's going to be quite interesting. Now I do have some bubbles around the edge. I'll just give that a swirl. Dawn that up. gonna dome this up as well, so it's not quite domed. It just means that I don't have to trim, because resin does shrink. Right, okay, so I'm liking that. I'm loving the effects of them. And now I've got a little turtle mould, and I've got these pendant moulds that I really want to do. Oh, what do I want? Do you know what? I'm thinking this turquoise blue. So let's do that. Oh, if I can open it. I can't open it. My thumb is really sore. Do you know what? Use that for a little bit of a grip. There we go. So I'm just going to put some of this in. Not too much. That's about enough. Let's mix this up. Now, do I want to add any glitter in? No, because we're going to decorate these afterwards. So at the minute I'm just using micas that I have in my stash and just having a play. Now let's pour these pendants, because these pendants are really, they're the same as the round ones, but they are teardrop shape instead. So I really want to see how these look. Okay, right, with this one I'm just sort of gonna just scrape along just to make sure we get it all in, and then we'll top that up. Okay, a little bit more. Right, so that's those, and then I want to do, I'm just going to spray these for bubbles. Okay. Oh, I've just broke the surface tension on this one. That was a bit silly of me. So it's the only problem when you spray with alcohol. If you've overfilled it just a little too much, you can break the surface tension. Yeah, so that one will need a trim, but luckily I got to it. Right, make sure we get in all of these bits and pieces. I do have a second one, so I think we should do, oh, again, I've overfilled it. Okay, this is where I start making a mess, which is silly because we don't want to make a mess. There we go. Right, where did I put the other one? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. It was here somewhere. Anyway, let's move them over there. Alright, I'm going to fill up this one like so. Yeah, I think that I might be able to get one more bookmark. So I think the pendants and the bookmark, I'm going to finish them in a separate video. So I'll do the unboxing in that video, like the unboxing, oh my goodness, the unmolding. I'll do that in that video as well, and I'll think about what we can do. I probably think I'll have a look around in my stickers. I'm just going to swirl that because I've just got a drop in it. Because these are going to end up being giveaways. So yeah, right, I'm going to start that up with all these little extras, and I'm going to really scrape every little bit out of every single one of these and just put it all in this donut shape. Okay, now there's that one. I definitely can't get any more out of that one. Do you know what I need? There we go. It's amazing how much more you can get out. So I'm just going to use this one, and then I'm going to drop that in. Okay, let's see if there is any more. Oh, look at that, there's loads left. So this is just a cooking spatula that I'm using, but like I say, it just helps utilise it and get every last bit out, which is really nice. So there's quite a lot left in that one, so let's pour that in. Like that. Do you know, I was going to leave these. I'm so glad that we're not, because look at that, I'm getting a little extra summit for it out of it. So I just sort of do that. I quite like that as well. I will clean my worktop. That's the only beauty about having a tile worktop, is it cleans very easily. Okay, and I think that one might be full. That is awesome. So we've gone from not having anything to having quite a bit left. Right, okay, we're going to leave it there. I will see you on demold, which for me will be in the morning, for you will be in a second. So I'll see you on demold. Right, okay, we're going to unmold this. I think it's flash cured by the looks of it. Hopefully it'll be okay. The rest, even though I've left it overnight, are still too soft to unmold, but I thought we can unmold this one and have a look, and then I'll come back and we'll unmold the rest. So I'm so excited to see this. I think I need to get some deep pour resin, because yeah, that's why it's flash cured. Oh, I'm loving the different colours in that though. Oh, how cute. Nice. So cute. So can you see those different colours? I'm not sure if I like the ochre actually, but we are going to dress them up. But isn't that just adorable? There's lots of micro bubbles. Right, let's see. Right, I'm going to work out what I'm going to do with it, and then yeah, and then we'll come back. But so cute. Right, okay, so we're back. These are done. I ended up getting the heat mat out, but I don't think this was ready to actually unmold, because yeah, the nose is sort of drooped, the hair's drooped, so I think, yeah, I can't see how I can save that. What I might do is I might look at maybe using some clay or something. So unfortunately we're not going to be doing anything with that, because even though it was rock solid, the nose wasn't. Weird. Anyway, so we're just going to unmold these. So a bit of a fail, however, it is what it is. Right, these are going to be really hard because I don't have any nails at the minute. So let's get some rubbing alcohol down there and see if we can. So these were all the extras. These were, well, I wanted to have a go at these, and we've done the little turtle and stuff, so yeah, I'm going to have to think what I'm going to do with them. Right, I really can't get this one out. There we go. Come on. Oh my goodness. You need real strength here, and I don't seem to have it today. Oh my goodness, there we go. Oh, he's so cute. Yeah, he is definitely rock solid, so he is gorgeous. Our extras in that needs a bit of trimming. Yeah, so I'm going to do everything in this video, but I am going to come back because I'm about to go out, but I was being impatient and I really wanted to see these. Now, this one I didn't pour on camera. I ended up getting a lot more out of the tubs when I unmolded them. Now, these ones did spill over, but again, gorgeous. And I can just break that off. And then I'll give it a file, but looking really good. And then yeah, that one I'll have to file it or use the deburring tool. There is quite a few bubbles in, but that is fine. I just think it adds to it. Well, it does today. This whole pot seems to have gone completely wrong. That one is just nothing but bubbles, but it's a bubble on every single branch, so might be able to get away with that one. Little turtle. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, that one is fine, no bubbles at all, so that one is a very, very good success. And then we've got our pendants again that we're gonna grab some stickers and some bits and pieces, and yeah, see what we can do. I like all of them, so it's not going to be a total disaster, this video. It's just we're not doing the hedgehogs like I wanted. So that's everything demolded. Yeah, I'm trying to work out, there we go, get that off. So I am going to have to use my deburring tool, a nail file, just to go around the edges of these. But what I'm going to do, they're quite big, so I'm thinking probably either keychains, chunky keychains. I mean, I think it's a pendant mall, but who wears really big pendants like that? Although I do know a few people, so I suppose it depends on the person. I'm sort of like that size or smaller, but yeah, I like them. I just need to work out, so I'm going to have a look through my stash. Let's see what we've got, and let's get all of these decorated and do something with them. So like I say, we're not doing the hedgehog like I wanted, because yeah, it wasn't ready to come out, even though rock solid, but that's what happens when it flash cures. So I think when I pour that one again, I need to get some deep pour resin. But yeah, let's see what we can do with these. Okay, so we're back. Right, I've got a few things out, so let's get these turned into some nice yummy products. I have just realised I've just put away my deburring tool, honestly. Right, let's cut that out. So, a couple of videos ago, I broke a dish that I'd made. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Anyway, I have found out why. I hadn't mixed my resin properly. How cool is that? So, I did look it up because I was wondering why did it become so brittle. And it is generally just down to the fact that I didn't mix it correctly. So it just goes to show how important it is to mix your resin. Now I've just realised I'm going to need my drill, which I'll grab it in a minute, because some of this hole is filled, so that's nice. Now got rid of all those sharp edges. Okay. But yeah, it broke very, very easily in my hand. The other one's been fine though, I have to admit, the other one's completely fine. Now I do have my pens, I've got some stickers out and a few other bits. Yeah, I was going to move that, but I'm not going to now. Right, so the only other thing, do you know what? I need to check my resin, because I think this needs to be by volume and not weight. Mixing ratio 1:1. So by weight, not volume. It just says mixing 1:1. But this one seems to be easy mix 1:1 ratio. Oh yeah, it is. It's by weight. Because this is 8.8 ounces and this one is 8.4 ounces. And I know A weighs more than this one, so I have been mixing my resin wrong. It doesn't say by weight on it. I normally, I always get, what's this one? There's this one, it just, again, easy to use 1:1 ratio. It shouldn't have mattered, should it? Well, I mean, this resin seems fine, but you know, I'm just a bit worried now that I haven't. Yeah. Oh, expiration date, my daughter's birthday, next year. That'll be used by then. So yeah, I'm not sure. So double check your resin. I'll have to go on my list, on my order, and have a look, because it'll tell me on that. So I did get it off Amazon. I'm tempted to try the Let's Resin brand actually, because I keep seeing everybody using that. But I need to use what I have first. Okay. So where's my I did have, oh my goodness, honestly guys, if you could see my desk, I'm going to have a really good tidy up as soon as I finish it. Right, I need my drill, I need my, I need some UV resin, I've got my UV light, and I need my nail file. So let me go and grab them, because I don't actually have them, and then we'll get back to this. Right, okay, we're back. I've got all the equipment, everything that I need, and I've just got rid of my heat mat as well. Oh dear, and I'm just dropping everything on the floor because why not? Hi lady, what do you want? Oh, I do have a little lady doggy right next to me. Goodness knows what she wants, but she's not getting it. Right, okay, so I'm just going to use my nail file just to go around this edge. I really like using the nail file, especially if I can't quite get the corners with the deburring tool, so that's why I thought I'm switching up. Okay, and I think I might use this side for the front, because I don't know, I quite like it. Right, let me grab a wipe just to wipe all the dust off. Okay, right, and what I want to do is I want to have a look for some sort of stickers, something that we can pop on them. Oh, I do have some gorgeous doggy ones. Look at that one. Oh my goodness, look at that. That was made for that mould. Oh, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, let's do it. Right, scissors. So I'm just going to cut that down. Oh, do I want to do? Oh my goodness, I don't know. They're just so cute. I think that one fits perfectly. Yeah. So I'm going to stick this on. Now I am going to do a top coat of UV resin on these as well. Absolute gorgeous. We nearly got a little French bulldog, and I'm so gutted we said no. But at the time we just couldn't afford it, so we had to say no. Oh. Right, make sure everything's stuck down. Lady, what are you doing? I haven't been a Madam Mim. Oh, that is so cute. That is absolutely adorable. Look at that. I love that. Right, so that's that one. So that was quick and easy, wasn't it? Right, we do have this one. Now, I've got these quite cool saying ones that would fit perfectly. So we've got, I'm the crazy grandma everyone warned you about. For the love of all that is good, would you just get it in the hole? It's not drinking alone if the dog is home. My dog and I talk about you. Sorry, my filter is broken. I quite like that one. I've never dreamed to grow up to be a crazy old grandma, but here I am killing it. Too close in colours. And then we've got, I said to myself, and I knew it was me because I recognised my voice and I was wearing my underwear. Today is going to be a good day. Life is too short to have boring hair. I like that one. And so exactly how many books are too many? Oh, I love them all. I think I'm going to go with sorry my filter is broken, because I quite like that one. And that one's just going to sit in there, hopefully. And again, I am going to top these with UV resin because it'll just finish them off lovely. So, okay, let's just do that. And then that is just going to go there like that. Now I'm going to turn these into keychains. Oh, I love that. Right, before this one gets done, I do want to file those edges down because we've got some micro bubbles that are causing that to be super sharp. I know we're putting UV resin on the top, but still I don't want them there. So I am just going to file them out, and then it'll just make it nice when we dome it. One thing I want to do this year with my resin is make sure I finish my pieces, and yeah, but finish them to quite a high standard as well, hopefully. So I mean, I'm new at resin. I only really started doing it properly. I mean, I've dabbled in it over the years, but I only started doing it properly when I started this channel. So I've learned a lot in that time. So it's, yeah, and I think I will, hopefully I will continue to learn, and I will continue to let you guys know what I do learn. Right, let's wipe all that dust off because we don't want any of that dust when we're top coating it. You know, it's just by watching other people and experimenting that's how I'm learning. Oh, I love that. I love it. It's so cool. Right, okay, so there's that one. Let me just clear my desk. I want to try and keep this as dust free as possible, so every time I use that I'm gonna just wipe, so I hope you don't mind, guys. Right, now this one, trying to see, I've got a roll of these pink flowers, but I don't think they're gonna be, although that one looks quite nice on there. I do have some sticker books. I've got so many stickers. It's, yeah, there is a lot. Oh, what about some of these? Although need to have the black writing because they're quite, what do you call it? Oh, what's my phone? My phone's making a funny noise. Ah, okay. Right, let's have a look. So we've got some stickers in it. Now I've never used sort of one of these style, so maybe, because that would be, although it says happy birthday on there. Like one of these, maybe. I am going to sneeze. Oh, bless me. Do you know what, I'm finding a lot of these are really, really pretty and really nice, but dance to express, not to impress. Yeah, that would fit on, but it depends on how it looks, how see-through it's going to look on here. Oh no, that would work. Right, I just need to cut off the bottom because, yeah, I mean, we're not seeing the blue, so that's fine. I don't mind cutting that bottom off. And then, there we go. So this one's just a simple one. I just need to cut off that white. There we go. And you won't see that line. Oh, yeah, I like that. So it's just so simple. Dance to express, not to impress. Okay, now the other ones that I want to sort of put stickers on are our, and just double check, make sure none of these need, yeah, this one does. Where's my nail file? I'm just gonna sort of just go around. Okay, that one feels good. And this is our little extra, so that one's going to be in the front. Now, let's have a look. It's finding something within my box of goodies that we can put on. I can't quite put the box under because it's huge. But what I'm going to look for is, I know that I have some flowery ones. I've got some more funny ones, but I don't think they're going to fit on. Your ability to annoy me is impressive. My fuel is coffee and a lot of sass. Oh, they're brilliant, aren't they? I try to contain my crazy, but the lid keeps popping off. There are times when my greatest accomplishment is just keeping my mouth shut. I love it. Who let me adult? I can't adult. I love that. It's my daughter, that. I love that. Right, okay. Oh, actually, these might work. Let's have a look. We've got these, which are flowers, and I can cut them down. Yeah, let's do that. Right. I'm looking for my other scissors because those scissors need to be cleaned. So let's have a look. Right, I just need to wipe these off. Let me just get just make sure there's no dust at all, because we don't want any dust on these. So I'm just using basic things really to like just stickers really to decorate them. Now I'm thinking I might add some charms onto those ones, so I have brought like some little cabochon type things, so we're going to have a look and just see what else we can sort of do with these. Yeah, well, I'm having just a lovely little morning with you guys. So it's the next day from when I filmed the last bit. Right, okay. Oh, that looks lovely. Oh, well, it did if it would stick. Right, let's just do that. And then, using my scissors, we're just going to cut around the edge. So that, I mean, look at that. Just so simple. And again, I might have a look. Let's have a look. Because we can use the UV resin to put these on. Right, they're the key rings that I want to use. Right, okay. Because we've got like, I've got little bows, I've got hearts, some flowers, and you know, just add in just a little something else to them. I think I want a bow on. Yeah, I mean, there. How cute is that? The only thing is with the bookmarks is it might make them a bit too bulky. And I've already just thought of that, so I might not be able to sort of do it, which is a bit of a shame. However, we can do it to these ones, and I have a little paw charm, which we could have. It's cute, super cute, although what else do we have? What else can I sort of put on him? Oh, little cloud. Just sort of going through now, just seeing what there is. Oh, do you know what? I like the bow. The bow on his little ear. Yeah, cute. Right, he's gonna have a bow on because he looks cute. And then this one. Right, I don't want to just keep picking up bows, but that's what I feel like I need to pick up. But no, we're not. And then this one, I'm going to have some flowers on, I think. So just in there like that. And add some extra flowers. There we go. Now this one, I'm going to just have that little gem. There we go, just there. I like that. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. I'll get rid of this sticker. Oh, I've just found something else that would work on those bookmarks. So let's move them up there. So they've all got like a little extra something on them. And then I've got these, which would work. Almost definitely would work. Yeah, I like that. Right, okay, let me just cut this down, and we just need to cut that just a little bit more down there. So that's going to go just on there. I just want it cut in there. Right, okay, so I'm going to stick that on. Let me just Right, this side. I don't know why. I think it felt sticky and I'm not sure why. Right, okay, so let's stick this on. And we're just going to pop it there, like so. And we're going to, oh, it's not sticking. There we go. Just making sure to really rub that down. Okay, I don't know why, but it's not sticking on there. I mean, these are UV DTF stickers, so they should really. There we go. Right. There we go. So there's that one, and then we'll keep it in place anyway because we'll do a UV coating over the top. There we go. I like that. So that's 2 of them done. And I've got 2 left. And we do have, oh, I quite like those ones. So get rid of that. And that's going to sort of go just like that. Okay. So let's stick this down. And then we're going to just position it wherever. There we go. That's down. Right, okay. And then, oh, now if it does break like that, just go back over it because it will come off and you can't see the break on it. Right, okay. So there's that. I just need to get rid of this bit. There we go. And then we have that one. Again, really, really nice. Now, I can use this very last piece, which I'm thinking I should, on this one, which can just sit in there. Actually, that fits perfectly. So, let's use that. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll get them coated with UV resin and put the hardware on, and then they're done. And then I'm not going to do these ones because they are full of holes and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Okay, right, let's see if we can take that release paper off. There we go. Okay, so they are looking gorgeous. Right, so now that's that done, I'm just going to put a little pile of rubbish there. We've got, so the last one to do is this one. Now this definitely needs a filing down and sorting, but I think what I'm going to do, leave that one for now. I know exactly what I would like to do with that one. I think I want to do the UV for these, so I'm just going to get my thing out, my lamp. We do need some gloves, so let me grab a pair of gloves, and I do have my UV just off to the side. I've just thought though I do need a couple of scribes to make this a lot easier. Come on, glove. I have my gloves right behind me, and luckily I've got 2 right in front of me. Right, okay. So, I don't know how much is left in this one, but let's pop that down. So okay, right, and then I'm just going to use my scribes just to get that where we need it, like that. And then before I put it underneath the light, what I want to do is I actually want to put those flowers in that we're going to put on. Okay. Right. Make sure everywhere is covered, and it is. And then I'm just going to pick these up and drop them in. And then just move them where I want them. Like so. And then let's pop it under the light. So it'll be under there for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to do exactly the same with all of these. So what I'll do is I'll pop you on speed up while I do these. And then we'll come back, we'll do this one. We'll do our little bear, and we will do our little turtle. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this bit, and I'll see you in a second. Right, they are done. Oh, they look so good. I can't believe how gorgeous that looks. I love the little addition of the bow and of the flowers on this one. Yeah, they're just gorgeous, aren't they? Now, we do need to make these into some key rings, and I've just noticed the hole is really far down. let me grab some pinch bails, because I think they're going to be the easiest way in which I can attach them to the key rings. So and it's just these, and they literally are what they say, they're just pinch bails, so I'm hoping it fits. Oh, look at that. I need my tools. Where did I put my tool case? Right, let me get my tools. There it is. I'm thinking I should actually leave this tool case on the resin shelf and not actually on my jewelry shelf. Right, okay. So I'm just going to pinch this closed. There we go. So now that's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm just going to grab one of these keychains. Do that again. Oh, right, let me get my other pliers, because these are really hard to open. Well, they are currently while I've got no nails. And then we're just going to pop that in there, like so, and close this up. Okay, so that's closed. And you want to make sure that it's, you know, fully together. So there's that. Now what I have done as well is, I think this one I'm going to have the heart. We've got a clip for it as well, so we're going to pop that on. And there you have it. There's our first one. Now you can add tassels on here if you want. You can put beads on. You can do anything. But I think with the size of it, I think it's fine just as it is. So I'm going to do exactly the same to these other ones and hope that these bails go through. If not, I'm going to have to work out like what we're going to do, because this one I've got a feeling it's too low down. So yeah, I was right, way too like low down. So I have to rethink. I think oh, what can I do? The only thing I can sort of think of is putting on a flat back bail and filling the hole up. I have no idea. Right, or wire. I just use wire. This could be an option if we can get this in. So actually have it on here. You need to really keep that open. This is the only other sort of option that I had, which actually that might work. Let's get that on. But then it has pulled that out of shape. So no, that's not a good option. Right, okay, so that's not going to work. Just trying to think what I can do. I'm just gonna, oh my goodness, can't even cut it. Just going to cut it off. There we go. I mean, technically I have just made a massive jump ring, which could work if it didn't pull apart, but I don't know how well it would stay together. However, yeah, that's the sort, well, that isn't the size we need, but we do need a huge jump ring. And I'm thinking we're going to need maybe a 15mm, and I definitely know I don't have any 15mm jump rings. Right, no I don't. Right, what I'm going to do is with this wire, because this wire is super strong, I'm going to actually make a bail. So, start there again. And I only need half of this. Well, no, I'm gonna cut out. You could do this with any really strong wire, but I've sort of cut a quarter off. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a triangular bail. So I've put a little bend in here like that. Yeah, that's going to work. And then I'm going to put a bend in each side and bring it, basically putting it into a triangle. So you can do this with any wire, but it needs to be really strong wire, so I suggest stainless steel. So as you can see, I've now got a triangular bail, and then what we're going to do is just open that up, and it needs to be open this way, otherwise it's not going to work, a bit like the pinch bails. But you don't want to do it too many times because you can weaken the wire. Stick that on one side, and then we're going to close that up like this. Okay, and we're going to sort of try and pinch it together, so just like a pinch bail. Okay, just a bit more. There we go, and there we have it. So that is now got a pinch bail on it, and that's not going to go anywhere because that's really strong. So that's my sort of what we're doing to do that. But yeah, I definitely don't have I don't even know where that's my box of wire is, but I know that I don't have any. Oh, actually I've got some copper, although that's quite soft. But yeah, a bit of wire would definitely, there we go, would make it into, you can make it into a triangular bail. So I hope that sort of helped. Wow, how noisy are the seagulls. They've been around for a few days now. Right, okay, let's do the same with this. So I've got another bit here. I'm just going to cut. So this was just a keyring. So if you wanted to cut up a keyring, then yeah, this is what you need to do. Oh my goodness. However, they're really solid. Okay, so just going to do the same again. So you can see we've got half a circle. I am going to put a bend in the middle of it, like so. And then on either side, we are just going to put another bend to turn this into a triangular bail, just like that. And then I'm going to open this up using 2 sets of pliers because it is very strong metal. And then we're going to open that bit further because I can't get that in. There we go. And then we're just going to pinch it together. And it will be a bit fiddly. Like I said, this wire is super hard. But once you've got there, it's worth it. So that's just got a little bit more to do. I need to just pinch it together, but I just don't have strength in my hands, so oh my goodness, don't sort your hands out. There we go, there we go. Right, so there we have it. That is now done. So I'm just going to take one of our key rings, okay, and attach it like so. So that was my my way of getting around that. I think that looks really good. I'm actually quite pleased with that. I wasn't sure how we were going to do it, but yeah, really pleased that that worked quite well. So let's pop this on here. There we go. And there we have another keychain. So these should all be done, and they are. Now, that one needs drilling out, but these ones are fine. So I do have our tassels. So we've got these gorgeous blue tassels, and all we're going to do to finish these off. This video's turned out to be really long, so I am sorry guys, I hope you don't mind. Please feel free to just fast forward to the end because we've still got another 2 characters to do. I mean, we did fail on Mr. Hedgehog, but we're going to come back and do Mr. Hedgehog. So, yeah. Right, so again, I'm just going to pop these in there. So these are quite simple to do. It's just a tassel that I'm adding onto them. So we're not doing anything else with them, but don't they look lovely? And then this one. Oh, this one needs drilling out. Where's my drill? I did bring it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just thought in here, oh, they wouldn't have been big enough. I was going to say there's some really big jump rings, but no, they're not big enough. Right, and some pliers. Shocking. Okay, so let me just plug this in. I'm going to unplug my light a second. I'm just going to drill this out. Like so. There we go. Right, perfect. So it's really easy if you do cover a hole up. I highly recommend that if you're going to make stuff like this, definitely invest in one of these little mini electric drills. I love this. And it was down to a subscriber who mentioned it to me, our lovely Naomi. And oh, I just love it. Really, really love it. Okay, so that can go away. And then let's pop that in there. Like so. Okay, really pretty. And let's do this one, which is our last one. And then the only thing we've got left to do is we've just got to do the turtle and our bear. So because I'm not going to do those other ones, I'm just going to pop them in my box because they're full of holes. Oh, I love them. I love them. Right, okay. Let's grab these. Now, I do have my pens on hand. So, let's get our pens out and have a look at what we're going to do. Now, I need a nice thinnish pen. I feel like our turtle needs, I'm going to do gold on its shell, so I think that'll be quite cute. So just pushing that over like so. Joe, let's do the whole shell. I wasn't going to, but I quite like the idea of the whole shell. Like so. Now if you want this to be permanently stuck on, because you can take it off with rubbing alcohol, then you can use UV resin, you can use a glaze, you can use a few bits. I like that. Okay, so that's that. Do I want to add much more to it? Let's add, I'm going to add this green to the ends of the flippers. Like this, just, there we go. Oh, cute. And then I'm going to do the eyes. So there's one, and there's the other. There we go. And that's it. That's all we're going to do to our little turtle. And then I've got a little flat back bail that we're going to stick on, and I'm just going to use my UV resin for this. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on there and stick that on. Oh, like that. And then I'm just, oh, need to plug that back in. should have got my little torch out actually. I'm just going to cure that, and then I'm going to put a coat of UV resin all over this just so that it stays in place. Oh. Okay. So then I'm just going to make sure that this is all. Now please wear your gloves for this. Okay, I'm just going to hold that until it's, well, I'm going to hold it for about a minute, and then I'm just going to leave it drop and cure for the full 5 minutes, and then that's our turtle done. Just realised we've got the ring one to do as well. That one should be quite quick because I was just going to add a lot of like bits of charms and stuff to it, so right, that should be able to be left. There we go. Right, so this one, what I thought was, I've got all of these little, oh, they're too big. They would be, wouldn't they? What about too big? Oh, I've got ladybirds. So what if we put ladybirds in? That actually looks quite cute. Okay, just need, these are just little wooden embellishments. Lady, please behave. Okay, so, oh, needs to go that way. Right, let's see if we can get these on, and then it is a matter of, oh, they're just doing their own thing. Okay, like that. I think I am going to need some more UV resin. This one is just about run out. Where's my, there it is. Okay, just going to take that off. Reuse that. Right, okay, and then I'm just going to fill up this bit, but what I am going to do is grab some gloves because it's important that we have our gloves. Okay. And the sun is absolutely beautiful today, I have to say. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way along and just fill this up. Like so. Right. And then I'm just going to use my scribe just to go up to the edges and make sure that it's all filled nicely. Okay, because we may need to add just a touch more. I'm not quite sure yet. Lady, stop it please. Lady, get that out of your mouth. Thank you. Don't waggle your tail at me. She's chewing my beads. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, I think we are just about there with that one. Okay, so let's pop that under there. Ooh, move the turtle. Right, okay, now onto our little bear. We're gonna have a nice pink heart on its tummy. Well, let's do that. Nice. Don't think I've got like a really fine pen. Yeah, I don't think I have. Right, might have to get some. And then just gonna do the eyes. Although it's not letting, this isn't, oh, it's not very good, this pen. Do have another one. That is so much better. But of course I cannot find it. Okay. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then I'm just going to do the nose. Oh, UV resin spill over on that. Oh well, just a little bit. So we'll have to do some clean up. I made a horrible mess of this. Not gonna lie, that looks really bad. But I think I need to invest in better pens, into thinner ones, because all my pens are quite thick. Yeah. Right. Let's take that face off. Where's my rubbing alcohol? So rubbing alcohol will get it off for you. There we go. Oh, actually that worked out perfect. Look, it's gone in the nose and everything, so that was fine. That's what we needed. Right, let's redo the nose. There we go. That looks so much better. Right, and then I'm gonna have, oh, I've got a gorgeous little flower. No, a bit too big. I think I might just keep it as simple as just a bow. Yeah, a little bow. Right, so just a drop of UV resin, and then we're going to grab our bow. And we're just going to pop that on there, like that, and then we're going to cure it. So it's as simple as that. So once they're cured and I've tidied up, we'll come back and we'll have a look at all of our little things and see how they all look together. So I'll be 2 seconds. Right, okay, so we have had a couple of failures. I'm not sure where the other one of this has gone. These are just full of bubbles and not sure how I can sort of save them. And then this, even though I thought it was cured, yeah, it turned out part of it wasn't, so the face has got all droopy, which is such a shame because it's so cute. So we will come back on and do this, but I'll do it once I've bought the proper resin, because I didn't realise you needed, like, there's different types of resin for different things, because you have your tabletop resin, your deep cast resin, and your epoxy resin. So to pour something like this, you actually need to use a deep cast resin. So there you go. Learn something new every day. So that was a failure and those were a failure. However, I still think it was quite successful, because we did get this gorgeous little bear and this beautiful little turtle. That looks as though, oh no, I thought it was wonky, but it's fine. Absolutely gorgeous little things there. We then did get some key rings. Oh, the other one's outside. Yeah. There we go, curing, because let me just grab it actually, because I needed to sand one of the edges, and then, oh, perfect, and because it's such a bright day I just put it on my door. So, and there's the ladybug one, or the ladybird one. I love that, I think that is so cute. So we did have those. I'll do exactly the same as what I've done with them on here, and turn that into a keyring. Might even see put a dangle or something in there, but anyway, that is those. And then we do have 4 bookmarks as well, which I think are just so cute. I love them. Absolutely love them. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's been a long one. Thank you if you have stayed with me throughout the whole process. When I use this, I did put it underneath the UV resin lamp just so that it can be cleaned. So when I work with UV resin, I just put them under the lamp, I clean them, and then I turn them inside out and wipe them with a wipe. So that's how I clean from UV resin. But there you go. That's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be back with another resin video very soon. But until then, please do all take care and happy crafting. Bye.